All right, today we are going to be looking at reactivity on the XP Deus II and why I prefer this machine in very heavy iron situations and trashy situations. And it's mainly because of the very responsive and fast recovery, as well as the audio of the XP Deus II. And I've got just a real quick experiment set up out here so you guys can sort of see and maybe understand a little bit better about why this machine is so good in a trashy site. So let's look at the recovery. So if we go into our menu and we just click our menu button there, we go to reactivity, and we'll find out that the reactivity goes anywhere from 5 all the way down to 0. So if you're going in and you really want to try to go really deep, you could run the reactivity at 0, and you could slow your swing down a little bit, and would probably punch a lot deeper running a reactivity of 0. Now, if you were in a really trashy site, then you might want to go up in recovery, and you could go to 5. I've never really run 5. I like 4 and 3. 4 is usually about where I normally run it, but I might run it in 5 if I really got into a site that was just crazy trashy. But I usually run it between 3 and 4 in a very trashy site. I usually start off at 2.5, which is a good middle of the road as far as reactivity goes on the XP Deus II. But just to show you guys a little bit about how well this machine responds, is I've got this experiment set up. You guys can see it down here. We've got a quarter and we got a colonial square nail side by side. And the square nail is going to, you know, it can impact the target a little bit or pose havoc for people that are out in the field and running into situations similar to this. The other thing I got is, you can see there's a yellow golf tee, and then right out here in front of this yellow golf tee, right over here, is a quarter buried at 10 inches. So how will the reactivity work on both of these situations? Well, if we set it up at 0, I'm going to let you see. So we got it in 0 reactivity. So let's back out of that. And we are running our famous sweeper program for those of you that are interested. But here's how it responds to this quarter next to this colonial nail at a reactivity of 0. And remember, reactivity is how fast the machine can recover between targets. So listen to this. You hear the iron, and it draws that tone out a little bit longer. That's why it sounds the way it does. And you'll notice it has a different sound once we raise the reactivity. Y'all see how fast I am swinging this. Now I could slow down, and I can still hit that even with a slow swing speed. But even at 0, y'all see how fast that responds. Let's go over to the buried quarter at 10 inches. So that quarter's right in front. So let's swing over it and let's see how it sounds over this buried quarter. Got that high-pitched sound letting you know it's a high conductive target. That's what it's telling you. But look how fast I'm able to swing. Even at a reactivity of 0, and still hit that target, which is pretty amazing. Now let's go to what I normally use. And what I normally use, especially when I start off on a site, is usually I will run it at 2.5. So let's go up to 2.5 here. Okay, now we're at a recovery speed of 2.5. Listen to this quarter next to this colonial hand forged square nail. got a little different sound to it versus what it did the last time because we've raised the recovery. That tone's not quite so elongated, and it allows it the opportunity to be able to hit that target. And y'all see how fast I'm swinging. Look at this. It's still hitting that target. Or I can slow down and still hit that target. Pretty amazing. We come over here to our 10-inch buried quarter, running a reactivity of 2.5. Listen to this. There it is. Listen to this. Look how fast I can swing. There's not many machines out on the market that can even touch that. Not swinging that fast. But you can go slow. Now, naturally, there's nobody going to be doing this. I hope to God not. But when I'm in iron, I usually will start off at 2.5. If it's really, really trashy, I might bump it up to 3. And I've even hunted in 4. And it works very, very well. You got plenty of speed, plenty of ways to recover fast between all of those targets that you're dealing with in the ground. So, you know, and I will slow down my swing when I'm in the iron. Of course, most of you know that have watched any of my videos know that when I'm in that iron, I'm not swinging very fast at all. But if you did want to swing a little faster, this machine can actually do that. And I don't know that a lot of people realize that, especially when they see people with this machine in their hands and they're swinging faster than what they're normally used to seeing from other detectorists. And of course, you see beach hunters and, you know, low and slow. And that's true. Low and slow is a good way to be when you are hunting for things really, really deep. And also when you're in the iron. I mean, it works both ways, but this machine has plenty of depth and it has plenty of reactivity to recover between those targets. That's why this machine is so versatile. That's why I use this machine, because of its fantastic reactivity speed over those targets. Not to mention the audio. You can use this audio to really tell you what those targets are. And this machine does an excellent job of doing that as well. So, again, I hope that clears up some things for some people that maybe had never seen that before. But maybe now you understand once you see it on video. But, yeah, the XP Deus II is a very special machine, especially for hunting in iron, especially with audio, and especially with the reactivity speed that you can get. You can set it up to hunt however you like. And that's the great thing about the Deus II. Okay, we'll catch you guys real soon on our next adventure.